We're outside the Santiago Bernabeu with Alex. Real Madrid have lost to Valencia 2-1. Thoughts on the performance?
I can understand why team is playing so awful. I mean, we have defenders when the opposite team is attacking. They don't combine the ball. Only Bellingham, I think, is trying something. Mbappe is the only player that is trying to shoot to the goal or whatever. I can understand why they are not playing to nothing.
I also don't understand what went wrong. Do you think La Liga is over? La Liga is done. We are like Barcelona has one game in hand. They are 3 points ahead. Do you think La Liga is over?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm always trying to be optimism, but the team looks like they don't want to compete in La Liga. They only focus on Copa del Rey, Champions League, and sometimes the team looks like they only want to focus on Champions League. So, yeah, I don't think Barcelona in Liga is playing really well. They're scoring a lot of goals. So, yeah, I think team is going to focus on final of Copa del Rey and Champions League.
Definitely. And tell me, the fact that you mentioned you didn't understand what you're playing, does some part of the blame go to Carlo Ancelotti and the coaching staff? What did they do wrong? What has the problem been?
For sure, I think he plays always the same starting team, and he always wants to make changes in the last minutes. Endrick or whatever, I think Endrick deserves more minutes in the team because his attitude and whatever. And people will say sometimes that only Endrick can do better, but I don't think so. It's just because his initial 11, what he wants to start, and I think Madrid should start pressing and attacking more since minute one, because if not, you are always losing in the first minutes, or you are always losing the first part. I mean, second part sometimes, like, normally it's nice, but always you are not winning 2-0 or 3-0 the first time like Barcelona.
Definitely. And the fact that we have so many great players, Vini, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Jude, Fede, and we can go on, even from the bench, Güler, Endrick, as you mentioned. But the number of goals that Barcelona are scoring because of their style is what making the difference.
For sure. I mean, I think there are two types of football. I mean, you can start your advantage from defense, but for sure, I mean, if you are attacking always like Barcelona, I mean, I love sincerely the game they play with Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, all players. It's more like entertainment for the spectator, and if you are always trying to attack and beat the rival, you will achieve more things. I think Real Madrid needs to attack more, make like more strategy with players, like use more Jude Bellingham. I think sometimes Jude Bellingham is trying many things, but he's not able to do that because of his teammates. And I think the strategy of the team should be like better. And we have probably the best talented team in the world to score goals. I think it's clear, but we don't play nothing. We are not the best team in the world right now because of the strategy, I think so.
Man, definitely. I kind of agree word to word. The fact that we won everything last season and the whole system had to change, and then you had to readapt, and there are a lot of players are not playing to their strengths. But any positives to take today? Kylian Mbappe, he looked really good. Vini had a good moment where he missed the penalty and showed a lot of energy to score that goal, but the goal didn't come. But is there any positives to take today?
I'm not a big fan of Mbappe because the history he has with Real Madrid, but I think he was the best player today, like trying to do some things. Like Bellingham can play better or worse, but he always tried to do something. I'm not a big fan of changing the penalty throwing. I think it should be always Mbappe or the player more specialist. I think that's all what we can take as positive, because I mean, there's nothing in common. Sometimes the players that enter in the last minutes, they try to give energy, but if the system is not working and other players are not making all of what they can do, I think Jude Bellingham started. He always tried to make the best, but if the teammates they are not working at the best performance, it's really difficult. Football is a team game. You can't win only being one. And Valencia, they are not making the best season, but it's a historic team in Spain. They have won many leagues, European. Yeah, I mean, they are a very historic team in Spain. Probably if you quit the last 15 years, they are the third team in Spain after Real Madrid and Barcelona. So I mean, they deserve the win, and Madrid need to change many things. I mean, it's like the attitude. We have the best players in the world, but if you don't have the attitude like Bellingham and Mbappe, for example, you are not going to win anything.
Man, definitely, you won't win if there isn't a change in attitude. And man, what you're saying, I completely agree. And we could feel it in the stadium also. And also the manner when you lose at home in the last minute, that hurts. That hurts. But next up, Arsenal. Do you think we are good enough to compete with Arsenal? Because Arsenal are a team. They are very good on set pieces. They score a lot of corners. Now Gabriel is injured, but Saliba, Mikel Merino. Today also we conceded from a corner. It is becoming a problem against Real Sociedad, Mikel Oyarzabal. Do you think we can compete in the Champions League against them?
I mean, sincerely, I love Real Madrid. I'm not sometimes as optimistic as I should be because always I can be pessimistic, but we win. But I mean, I think Real Madrid, the best thing we know is like to manage a game, the 90 minutes. We know how to suffer in 30 minutes, and then we know we are the best team in the world, knowing in what we need to do in each part of the game. And this is unbeatable. But I mean, the goalkeeper is really important. I mean, Courtois is so underrated all time. Since he's in Real Madrid, he has saved us from many games. He has won many titles by himself. I think Real Madrid, we need to be compact, suffer as one team, and then we have much more talent than Arsenal. They are really a good team, but if Real Madrid can compete in defense, take the game in some minutes that we need to control the ball, we can have long passes to Mbappe or whatever. We have more talent. Arsenal is a really big team, but I mean in the counter-attack, or sometimes they think they are better than us and they will try to attack more than they are doing. We can be in a counter-attack, so for sure I think we can win. ¡A la Madrid!
Muchas gracias, tío.